Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this. I guess you could say it's Victory Monday, but bittersweet Monday. So yes, we did get the victory against the New York Football Giants last night, but it came with a price. It came with a couple of prices. Um, I just want to talk about in this video about everything that in the game, who we lost, things of that nature. So here we go. All right, so I know everybody and their mama know what happened last night, so that's a no brainer. We know that we lost Dak Prescott for the year. Um, the bright spot about it is it's a compound fracture, kind of similar to what Alan Hearns had, but Alan Hearns' foot kind of twisted all the way around. Dak's was kind of slight, but it's still kind of like the same break. But the good thing is it's a clean break, and we know that what we know about bones is bones. Um, they heal fast. The biggest thing is going to be his confidence. The biggest thing is going to be, what type of player is he going to be when he comes back. Now we know that the team is on his back. The team has got his back. They're behind him. His receivers, I'm pretty sure they went up to go see him right after they took their shower and after the post game press conferences and things of that nature. Um, Dak has a lot of love on this team. He is the ultimate leader of this Dallas Cowboys football team. He is the franchise quarterback of this team. And of course, there was going to be conversation about it since he is on a franchise tag. You know that there was going to be conversation to Jerry and Steven on how they felt about Dak Prescott. And of course, they were asked about, what is Dak's future? And I know that we all want to know what that is. Jerry Jones said and Stephen Jones both said that, hey, Dak is our future, Dak is our guy, blase, blase. Of course, that's what they say, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when it comes time for them to pay him this offseason. Now, the thing is, since he didn't finish the season, now you look at his numbers, way up there. He was on pace to do an NFL record as far as numbers, but of course, we didn't win that many games. We are now 2-3. Andy Dalton, they may, he was on a 1 year contract. They may re sign Andy Dalton again as a backup. Who knows if he still wants to be here? We know that Andy Dalton is from Texas. He has a home in Texas. So, this is probably where he's going to be comfortable. But I know that at some point, Andy Dalton is looking to try to be a starter somewhere. But if they re sign Dak Prescott, he's your starter for sure. You don't want Andy Dalton starting. But I'm optimistic about Dalton in the aspect of we do have a capable backup, a guy that started in the league. He's, granted, Cincinnati Bengals didn't have all, they had AJ Green, but outside of AJ Green, what other receivers did they have over there? Now, you look at that situation, okay, the Cowboys are fully stocked when it comes to wide receiver skill. You have a running back that you can lean on, even with his fumbles. You got a good run. You got one of the best running backs in the league. You need to run the ball. You need to open that run up. You need to open that passing game up, and things of that nature for Andy Dalton going forward. I think that with him coming in ice cold like that, because we know that backup quarterbacks don't get practice reps during the week because that's all given to the starting quarterback. Him coming in, it was a little slow. He had to fumble. Tyler Badish blamed himself for that botched snap or whatever that created the fumble that the Giants recovered. But, Andy Dalton crew, they came back. Michael Gallup got those two deep passes or whatever that set them up for the game-winning field goal. So, again, winning football games is a team effort. It's not just on the quarterback. The wide receivers got to do their job, the running backs, the tight ends, especially the offensive linemen. Speaking of this offensive line, I think this is the first game this season that we didn't have any shakeups on, well, outside the first game of the season, but that we didn't have any shakeups on the offensive line. You got to understand, for your offensive line to work, everybody has to work as one. It's one band, one sound on the offensive line. That's the only position in on a football field that is not supposed to be interchangeable. Like you got to have the same guys out there because these guys got to have cohesion with each other. They have to know each other well. In that way, that line is not broken. Um, you're going to start seeing better play out of Terrence. You're going to start seeing better play out of Brandon Knight as well. So Terrence Steele and Brandon Knight, they're going to be your guys going forward. So if they're your guys on the outside, with game experience, they're going to get better and better each week. Now they're going to have to protect Andy Dalton as well. So that gives Ben DiNucci the opportunity now to be active in a game, to be the backup. Now, are they going to get another quarterback, just to sign just for right now? Who knows? That's remain to be seen. Now, with Dak Prescott injury, that it was horrible. I was so mad, and I'm sorry, guys. Last night I kirked out because I was pissed at Rashid. I was literally about to kick his ass. Like I was like not even playing. Like wasn't like that's so disrespectful to be just laughing and snickering, talking about some ha about your quarterback when that is a serious injury. You don't wish injury on guys like that. That's serious. That's a serious thing. Was nothing funny about that. I got so pissed off I threw my damn phone. This will probably be the last video I do on this phone because I broke it and my touch screen on here really doesn't work anymore. So I'm gonna have to go. I mean, I was gonna upgrade my phone anyway. So this is probably the best time to do it now anyway. So once I finish this video, I'm gonna go to the store and try to get my upgrade. And first of all, they got to fix this phone first. Hopefully they could do that today. So I'm gonna hurry up and go do that. They got to fix this phone, then they got to give me a new one. So yeah, I broke it. I threw the shit out the phone. I threw it. I was pissed. I was pissed at Rashid. I was mad that Dak got hurt. I was sad for Dak. It was a lot of emotions yesterday. So, forgive me, but I'm human. It is what it is. And you guys know my biggest pet peeve is disrespect. I don't like disrespectful people, and I don't like things to be disrespectful. Period. That's just the way I roll. But outside of that, man, Tristan Hill, he's out for the season too. He apparently tore his ACL. That turf is not. They need to go back to like grass fields. I know that a lot of these stadiums are like state of the art. And they're interchangeable and it's easier to have turf because they can lift it up and change it into something else. But yeah, that turf really, if you go back and look at the play with Dak Prescott, you look at the way when he was running and the guy was holding him to bring him down. If you put it in slow motion, you could see his ankle had started to roll already before the defender even fell on him. So once the defender got him down, that was the clean break. So it was like his ankle was already starting to stretch and crack as he was running. But you could see when he pulled him down, that was when it just snapped and turned. Now, I don't want to hear nobody say anything about Dak's ability and the fact of the matter that he is a warrior. This dude tried to snap his foot back himself on the field because he wanted to get up and finish the drive and score that touchdown. There is no question in my mind about Dak Prescott's ability to lead this team and be the leader of this team because that dude, he tried his hardest. Dak Prescott has not missed a game in his career since he came into the league. Now, that's going to change now because he got injured, but let's just hope that he comes back stronger and better again next year and hopefully this team makes the right decision and make sure that they keep him because you need a guy leading your team like that. That's what you need, period. But anywho, we ended up winning the game 34-37 with the last-minute field goal by Greg Zuerlein. I like the way the defense fought back. Jalen Smith played good in the game. He got a bunch of tackles in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence finally got a sack. Finally got a sack this season. But he was all over the place. He was providing pressure and pushing and things of that nature. He probably would have had many more sacks because he was right there. It's so many times in the play he was on Daniel Jones' ass. He was right there. Everson Griffin, he got a sack in the game too. Like I said, that was one thing I predicted, that both of these guys were going to get a sack in the game. and I did predict that. Now I did predict that we were going to get interceptions and stuff like that, but we did get a fumble return for a touchdown by Anthony Brown. So I guess you give me a half a prediction for that because it was a turnover by the defense. But yeah, Everson Griffin, he was. I don't know. It seems like when they're trying to get to the quarterback, they just keep falling and getting knocked down and stuff like that. It's like they almost get there, and then the quarterback gets the pass off. Now, with a team like the Giants, you need to be able to whoop their ass. Like it shouldn't be a close game. But I also realize too that, and I need you guys to realize this too. It is a division game. And no matter how bad a division rival is, they're always going to play their division teams harder than any other team in the league because they play them twice a year. They know them. It's just what it is. Very rarely do you see a team, even in any division in this league, very rarely do you see them blow a team out. Now there were, I mean, unless you're the Browns. Remember when the Browns were like really, really terrible, and they didn't have nobody, and like they were just getting their ass whipped by every team in the league. That's a different situation. But even the Browns are a better team now. We talk about patience, right? I know that we ain't got a Super Bowl in 25 years, but you look at um, the Browns. The Browns ain't did anything in a long time, and now they're finally a good team this year. J. Cole had a song that said more patient. He said in the song, in his lyrics, he said more patient than a Browns fan. That's some real shit to say that. More patience than a Browns fan. Come on, y'all. Like, I want our fan base to understand that, like, if you're gonna be a fan of this team, you got to be there, win, lose, draw, whatever the situation is. Quarterback going down, injuries, COVID year, it don't matter. If you rep the star, you got to rep it for good. Because if you're not, then you're considered bandwagon. Now, really sucks about Dak. It sucks about Tristan Hill. Both of them are gone for the year. They put Joe Looney on IR as well, but he'll be back though. But Tyler Bate, he's doing pretty good in there. So you keep these guys, I think they'll be fine going forward. Now we do have the Cardinals next Monday night. I'll be doing videos up until then. We'll have plenty of time to talk about that. But this is a somber victory Monday. But hopefully, going forward, we can win some more games down the line. Like I said, we got the Cardinals on Monday night, and then the very next week we got the Washington football team. So let's see what we could do. If we could get these next two games. If we get these next two games, I just and just try to get back on track. We just need to get back on track. We're 2-3 right now. Let's get back on track, guys. I know that a lot of people are like, oh well, we're not going to win any more games because Andy Dalton ain't going. This is the thing. Understand that we have Mike McCarthy as our coach. We no longer have speaking of Jason Garrett, I got to give Jason Garrett his credit. He came out there when Dak Prescott got hurt. He came out there and he walked up to Mike McCarthy and they just put their head down and just prayed together. I love to see that. The humility. One thing about Jason Garrett is he's a dope individual. He's a great guy. Mediocre coach, but he's a great guy. And, he loves a lot of these Dallas Cowboy players because he drafted a lot of these guys. He had a hand in getting a lot of these guys on his team. So I guess you could kind of say we got to thank Garrett. You know what I mean? Like he got Dak Prescott here. So, that was his guy. So we have to thank him for that. So shout out to Jason Garrett for that. Um, Mike McCarthy. We know that he's a quarterback guy, right? He's an offensive minded guy. I know that this team, he's going to be able to make adjustments for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is a different type of quarterback than Dak. He's not going to be a mobile guy like Dak. He's not going to be running out of the pocket. So in those situations, he's going to either throw the ball away or he's going to just take the sack. So understand that. That's what you're going to get with Andy Dalton. But they are going to predicate things on offense to match what he does best. And once they do game plans going forward, it's going to be predicated to Andy Dalton, not Dak Prescott. So, when you bring in a quarterback cold in a game, they either sink or swim, depending on the type of quarterback that you got. But because we have a capable Pro Bowl Um, guy that's been in the league 10 plus years, you got that with him. So I look at Andy Dalton and I'm like, okay, you know, in my mind, Dak's better, but I believe that he's a capable backup at least to just get you to what you need to do. He's at least just be a bus driver. That's all I need you to do right now. Get the ball where it needs to go. Let the receivers do their thing and eat, um, and just go from there. Um, we seen what Mike McCarthy did with Aaron Rodgers and Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn torched the Dallas Cowboys before. That's how he got paid as a backup. So I think that they'll be able to predicate some things to help out Andy Dalton as the quarterback starting right now. And one more last thing I wanted to say. So um, hopefully this defense can keep stepping it up, because if this defense plays a little better, it will definitely help this offense. We know what the offense can do. I love they did the Philly special. I've never seen the Dallas Cowboys do that play. Cedric Wilson had a nice game on those screen plays and the read option things of that nature. Yeah, he got Cedric Wilson got that ball out there and he threw that ball on that Philly special to Dak Prescott for a touchdown. I want to see them continue to do more things on offense, be creative, move things around, not be, you know, not show tendencies like we've done before. So again, one of the biggest things though, they're gonna have to keep running that ball. They're gonna have to keep Zeke out there, moving, jucking, and jiving, so he can feed him, so we can get back to feeding. So I think that's pretty much all I have right now. Just everybody, just pray for Dak, and I heard that he had a great surgery last night, and that's great. Just hopefully everything goes good with his healing process, and that he doesn't get any infections. And moving forward, we can have him back next season. So, with that being said, Cowboys Nation, is just let's try to stay optimistic and just get ready for more Cowboys football. And I'm still going to be here rooting for my team no matter what. So that's it. So thanks again to all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys and all your support. Those of you that are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Tap that subscribe button. Hey, and shout out to my channel members as well. You guys are awesome. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Peace.